So I wanted to review today how you will go about assessing micro-credentials for the National Education Association. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to log in to NEA.certificationbank.com, and this is the default page that you will land on. It's the page that shows all of the micro-credentials. You will then go over to your assessor portal, and it's on the right side on the bottom, and you'll click on that and you'll see where it says my assignments. You'll click on my assignments and you'll see if you have a micro-credential to review. It will show up and it will look like this, and this is all one micro-credential. You'll notice that it tells you what the stack name is, which micro-credential it is. So this is the Teacher Leadership Institute Reflective Practice micro-credential, and these are the different parts of that micro-credential: 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B, and part 3. And then it has a reference number that if you're having trouble with it, you should send that along with other information to ask for help. And then you'll just select the pieces you want to review. So once you click select on part A, you'll go through and you'll read part A. If you need to look at the micro-credential to preview it, you just click on that. It actually opens the micro-credentials up into another library, and you can find the micro-credential that you need, and it was reflective practice. So I'm going to click on this reflective practice, and I'm going to save it. And then you can just open it up and review it as you need. All right, so it's right there, and I'm going to move it over. I'm actually going to make it smaller. I'm just going to change the window size, and I'm going to change the window size on this window too, so I can look at both pieces at the same time. All right, so now I'm going to go through and I'm going to actually read the submission, and I'm going to decide whether it passes the criteria or it doesn't pass the criteria. And I'm going to find that information down here where it says part 1. Part 1 is the overview question, and I will read the passing criteria. It says activity description is clear with sufficient detail to communicate what you've learned from the needs. I'm going to decide if it meets that criteria or not. If it meets the criteria, I'm going to approve it, and then I'm going to update the selected item. If it does not meet the criteria, I am going to add a comment: please add more details. And then I'm going to have to click reject. If I just add a comment, it will come to me as a comment, but it will not show that you've completed the micro-credential. So you'll go in and you'll click reject, and then you will update that item. Now, if you notice, when I go back to the page, that piece is now missing because I've completed it. And then I just go through each and every one of these parts. I read, I decide whether I'm going to approve or reject. If I reject, I'm going to make sure I put a comment on why. If I approve, a comment is optional. And then you have to click update selected item. You will just go through all of those pieces to complete that micro-credential assessment. When they're all checked off, you won't see them anymore on your page, and I'll get a notification saying that you completed the assessment, and then I will go through and I will finalize it, and I will either send them an email that says thank you for submitting, please address the following feedback and resubmit for approval, or they will get an email congratulating them on earning their micro-credential. And that's all you need to do to review a micro-credential on Certification Bank. Thanks.